Dude, I got to come up with a better intro. Ooh. Shoot. Thanks for tuning in tonight to the Guy Lingo Podcast with your host, Big Mo, who ain't here, and your guy, Platinum Cash. We got a great show tonight. On my mama. On my hood. That's what we talking about. Give a good shout out to the lovely mothers out there on this Mother's Day. And then we got we had a good week and some weekend stuff and festivities to get into. But before, I got a special guest showing up. He's a little late. Those dinners on Sunday. HD will be back again in the house with us, while Big Mo is on his another work event all the way over there in Amsterdam, just kicking it. So a big shout out to Big Mo out there. Yeah, that's all he gets. That's all he gets. Because he ain't bring me none of that pure Hennessy bag. So that's all he gets is just a little hand clap. But I want to thank once he gets on the show for being out here to help me out while he's gone. We got a bunch of stuff to get into. I want to thank you all you guys for tuning in and listening to the show once again on this Mother's Day. So big shout out to the moms out there. Big shout out on this Mother's Day, especially my mother. I want to give a big shout out to, without her there will be no me, so I would never be here. I mean, my dad helped too, so his day's coming. But happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Actually, let me give a little shout out. I got to pick. I gotta get better at this. I gotta have my stuff already like on the computer stuff like Big Mo be having. But let's see. Y'all see my mama? That's my mama right there. There it is. Happy Mother's Day to my mother right there. Yeah. See if I had other pictures and other stuff to put up here, I could have been doing all that good stuff right there and had all that stuff up for you guys. But shoot, it's just me. Anyway, while we wait for HD to get back on here, I'm gonna get into a little conversation about my week. Little recap of the week, little things that I got into, some festivities. Mainly the thing I really got into. Let me keep this up there because big shout out to the mom still. Oh no, no, not that, not that. I don't want to put that there. I ain't got to put that up there quite yet because I ain't got nothing to talk about that's going there at this point. But I just got back from a little mini vacate. It actually looks like I went on a cruise because I got burnt up. But I was just actually up the street. Real quick, I'm trying to talk, but funny thing is my neighbors are having a mariachi band going on, and they've been playing since off and on since like 2 o'clock. So I thought I could close my garage and not hear it, but if y'all could hear them in the background, or I start getting a little dance going, just because the music's playing over there. So I'm hearing the band go in the background. Oh, there he is. Welcome to the show, HD.
Oh, what's up? My bad, y'all. You know how to eat my dinner with my Sunday dinner.
Yeah, clap it up. He made his appearance. No, I was just about to recap my little week of my family vacation that I told him that I was taking. Because he was hey, so Big Mo give him the line like, hey, I got work or some family stuff to do, and I'll be like, nah, let me go tell him I gotta work. I got some family stuff. But it was a good little week. And real quick before I get into my week, you want to give a shout out to the mothers or your mom out there?
Oh yeah, I was gonna shout out to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. Definitely shout out to my mom. Definitely bought her some dinner.
Okay.
Sent her some dinner. Sent her some dinner. I don't live in the same city as her, but I sent her some
Okay.
dinner. So her favorite food. So try to do my
Yeah.
part.
Nice.
She did
Nice.
her part.
Yeah, I said that. 'Kay, yeah, without her there was no me,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, but the week what we got? What we get? We got she got candles, she got a gift card, she got some oh, this is a package of stuff, some spa stuff so she can do this oil thing that she really like, special oil, I don't know, women stuff. So I just said get the gift card and then the wife did the other stuff.
Okay. Nice. So
Yeah.
how was your family? How was your family vacation?
Hey, Big E, big shout out to Big E up there in the try. Hey, the try was on fire. So it was windy. We had some interesting nights. Like here's the start the week. So I get there. I'm literally there 45 minutes and we're already out on the boat. We get in the boat loaded up to take it out. Now granted this is like his third or fourth time on this boat. So we go out there and he's got a pontoon, a tri pontoon. So I don't tri-tunes. I guess what they call them or something. Brand new 2025. Shout out. Big stepper out there. Um, but yeah, man, we was on a boat. It was all the time. I was probably on the boat the most I've ever been on the boat that he's owned. And
What do
the
you mean the
most
most you've been on the boat?
we were on the boat on Thursday for 10 hours.
Damn.
10 hours, and then still went out to the bar. Uh, And this is what it is. We went so hard on Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, I was in bed by 9:30.
Hey, he's catching up to you, my man.
No, the heat.
Mhm.
Yeah, you on that boat you on that boat all day, and then you
Yeah,
gotta
that doesn't.
you gotta load the boat, unload the boat, clean the boat. Like it's got the pluses and the minuses. That's for sure. That's why I don't own one. I just go out there and ride them. But I had to get my ride in on the season because I ain't gonna have a whole lot of weekends. So I appreciate it. That's why I
Okay.
had to put those hours in.
I
But
bet. I bet.
but it was a good time. It was a good time. Had a good time kicking it back. And like I said, it was pretty. I pretty much was on a little mini vay. Like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday was out of control. I don't rest it up. Friday and Saturday, I think I drove back here. I took off at like 8:30
On Saturday?
this morning.
Oh, this morning. Dang. Okay.
Yeah, shout out. Hey, well, I don't want to shout out. I think I'm putting some of these people in the driver lanes driving my way back in my cut they ass cut for the day award because some people need to know what the etiquette of the road. Like if you ain't driving fast and you're in the fast lane, you need to move over.
I mean, I 100% agree with you. People out here don't know how to understand that shit, that
And
stuff.
I ain't gonna say what kind of car I got, but my lane was going about 85 to 100, so y'all needed to move. I made that trip short. It
Yeah,
only
it's a
took
good
me
little
like
trip.
it only took me like 3 hours.
Was it a lot of people on the water?
Ooh, there was way more people out there yesterday. Obviously,
Mm.
the weekend it was really nice, but it got windy towards the mid of the day. The best day on the water though was actually on Friday,
So you guys went all 4 days?
all 4 days,
Dang, you put a boat to use, huh?
all 4 days. Like
You get a fish off it?
you can if you want. I didn't do that.
Oh, okay, just checking.
Nah, no fishing for me. How about your week?
My week, man, just a whole bunch of basketball, man. Like obviously, I got a new job in the
Once again,
basketball
yep,
world.
big
So
shout out there. Big shout out. Let's clap it up
so
again.
doing a lot.
HNIC out
Appreciate
there.
it.
I mean, head coach, CEO.
Appreciate it. I'm doing a lot of phone calls. I'm doing a lot of recruiting all week, trying to get stuff ready.
Okay.
And then getting stuff ready for our club trip to LA, which is a headache in its own. We already talked about it, but
Ooh, I got a story I heard about a trip to LA just recently.
oh yeah, what was that?
Yeah. Go ahead, finish your stuff up.
That's it, my man. That's it,
Oh,
man. I've been
okay.
trying to do a lot of catch up with work and stuff, so that's really about it. They got to hang out with my nieces, so that was cool.
Yeah. So Big E had a friend they just got back. Their son played in a tournament down there, in LA. The people were supposed to be in I think it said Bigfoot.
Hmm.
I could be wrong, but then they didn't have enough teams or something, so they sold it to another company,
Hmm.
and so this other company ran it. Who then they find out last minute that it got sold, and so they get down there and they're playing in this gym at this high school, and if you would have saw the gym that they had to play in,
Hmm.
I don't even know what I said. I would have probably I don't even know what I would have said. Like they had wood backboards.
Oh shoot.
They didn't even have the squares painted on the wood backboards with the non-breakaway rims
Yeah,
inside a high school where they said they had seating and they only had 17 chairs in the middle of the court.
that's crazy.
So people had to pay to come in and then you had nowhere to sit.
Oh,
And the
that's
kids was
crazy.
playing on a horrible court with horrible backboards. and
So
only in
that's the
that one
problem with the
gym. So they got
basketball
bought out by somebody who was just basically, obviously, low budget.
now. That's the
So I was
problem with
like,
basketball.
man,
Youth basketball now. No one's putting it's not quality anymore. The quality over quantity, right? So a lot of people are doing quantity over quality, and the quality is dropping. So like, I feel sorry for the parents paying that money to go in and watch that. You don't even get a seat.
that's what I was saying. Like, there's a big complaint being made. Like,
Oh yeah,
something's going on here.
yeah. And as a
Shouldn't you
program,
be able to? If shouldn't you be able to get all your money back if they decide to trade to sell it to somebody else?
I do. Dude, I'm about to. Yeah, I agree. You pay for something and they didn't provide that service.
Like our situation, like that's what had me thinking. I was like, I hope they didn't sell this to these people down there.
Nah, this group we're in is a little too big for that. But
And
yeah.
then we end up
Well,
we
we'll
end
be
up
driving. I'll tell you that. A lot more
we-
driving than I'd expect us to drive.
you end up playing half courts at the jail.
Might be a better environment. At least the crowd would be rowdy.
Man, this has been crazy. Can't believe all that stuff that's going on with that. I was like, man, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Just a little recap of the week before we get into some of the sports and this game that's currently going on. I don't even know what the heck's
It's
going
over.
on with it. Like that's
It's
just
over.
that just
It was
hurts.
over in the first quarter.
That just hurts. That just hurts my feelings.
Yeah, it was over in the first quarter. The and Pacers and Cleveland game.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, yeah. But before I get into that, a little recap of the week. They finally fixed. They finally figured. I can't even talk over here. They finally picked your Pope, the first American Pope. How do you feel about that, Leo the 14th?
I mean,
First
just
of all,
saying, it's been a while.
Why can't he get? Why can't he just be Pope Francis? Why he got to go by a whole nother name?
Is his name Francis even? I thought it's not Francis, man. That's the other guy.
Oh, that was the other dude. No, he
Yeah,
changes
but
his
they
name.
changed
His
it.
name.
Yeah, he changed his name. Francis is not the guy's name originally, too. The guy for the last pope. They changed it. This guy, the new pope, his name is actually Robert, aka Bob. Do you want Pope Bob?
Actually, hey, he American. You might as well go ahead. Go ahead, B.O.B.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's
Notorious
not
B.O.B.
younger.
Yep.
At least it's roughly age. I always think it's funny with like the popes. They like, I feel like they chose like really old people. I'm like, dang, he doesn't even get a chance to like get things done.
Ain't he 70?
I mean, yeah, I guess you got to. I guess the limit I heard was like you can't be older than 80, or like your cap
Can't
off is
be
there.
older than 80?
Yeah.
Dang. Like, they need to have, that brings me back to the topic of they need to have age cutoffs for some of this stuff. Like, you making decisions. You are making decisions. And half of your decisions will not be in the right mind of making after certain ages. I'm just saying. Like, there should be a cutoff.
I agree. I mean, obviously they say
And them same people out there know that be the case because they got parents. And they be sitting there talking about, I'm about to vote for this dude, knowing you got parents in that same age group, talking mess about your parents. Like, man, he can't remember nothing. Well, look. Me neither at my age.
I agree. There's some things all the way from driving to certain positions that you need to hold.
Yeah, my grandma still be driving too. That'd be scaring me. I'd be like, Grandma, just Uber. You got 100 kids, 100 grandkids around there. They could pick you up and just drop you off somewhere. Oh, that's a whole nother conversation. I ain't gonna go there.
So how do you feel about the Pope being from America? First America. I guess he's from like Peru too. He's a citizen of Peru too. Or Chile, Peru, maybe Peru. I forget.
Let me go back to this thing right here. Let me see. Okay.
I know
put my little disclaimer up. Now, about the Pope, I had to put the thing out because I had put y'all in a little group chat we were in. I said, apparently I don't have any black friends that are Catholic because nobody on my timeline said anything about the Pope. Nobody in my family said anything about the Pope. Nobody. I was the only one that said something, and that was what I said to him. So I don't know. The same as I felt the day before I found out he was the Pope.
Mm-hmm.
The same. And then he did a Mother's Day thing. He had 100,000 people there.
Oh, he brings crowds.
It wouldn't matter who was picked; they're still going to show up.
True.
I'm just confused.
Just another tally for America.
Confused. Is that dude just like the ultimate pastor, preacher? Like that's the top level of it?
Yeah.
Interesting.
For the Catholics.
And this dude they ain't never been with women.
I don't want to. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Ooh, I got to figure
I
that
mean,
out.
obviously they've been with little kids.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Sorry.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Disclaimer.
whoa, whoa,
Disclaimer.
whoa, whoa,
Disclaimer.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Disclaimer.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, with
uh,
these are just things we are saying. We do not know factually. These things are
we
claims.
don't.
So some of them have been proven guilty. Some of them have not. So I just had to ask the
Well,
question: are they allowed to be with women beforehand, or if not, they have to do, abstinence, like the nuns?
go crazy. Go crazy. Maybe they're all about the nuns. You never know. Maybe it's a trade thing. I don't know.
What if just behind the scenes, nuns and popes are just going crazy?
It's a freak fest, huh?
Like they're just kicking it at that place you got dropped off at. They just at that some ranches just kicking it. They got their private ones. Just that'd be interesting.
Higher power.
That'd be very interesting. Man, they site would be blowing up like no other. People would be like, "What? No way! Can't believe that." Wow. Well, congrats, Pope.
What's else going on this week?
What number was he?
7. I don't know. Good question,
Seven.
bro. I'm not counting.
Seven.
I don't
of
know,
them.
man. No, there's probably
Dang.
more than that, my guy. There's way more than that.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
I ain't
dang.
gonna lie. I
There's
can
got to
put
be
another
more.
lie out there.
All right. My other current event right now going on. I'm pretty sure you've heard about it. There's a nice. I ain't going to say that. Let me rewind it. There's a person in Minnesota that has made over $700,000 by calling a little kid the N word
Oh, I seen that. That's
and,
crazy.
and claiming that she's being harassed and everything. So she's got to change her address and move and all these things. So she put a thing on some site, either like give send me or
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's at $700,000.
Yeah.
$700,000.
I'm scratching my head too, bro. I don't understand it.
So wait. So are we? Is it? Are we rewarding hate speech or rewarding? Now this kid was 5 years old. Granted, it doesn't matter how old you are or what ethnicity you are. Neither nor should hate be preached. So she was able to do that and reward it because it got posted up because the dude was trying to put her like a Karen moment on her, and I guess it backfired and helped her out big time because she just used that to make money. Seven, almost $1 million. She almost $1 million.
It's how can I say this? The time of the year with certain people in power where they're trying to support some of that stuff. It's the same thing that happened with what happened with George Floyd stuff, and when they all the protesting and that kid who went to go kill someone and they tried to claim self defense, dude, he claimed out like 700,000 too, or a million
The
because it was
guy.
for
That
self
guy from my
defense.
from my home state, Wisconsin, and Kenosha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so it
yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. We
he
were
made a
there,
lot of
right?
money off that,
Yeah, yeah. Dang.
and it's just like, dang, people got you said the country is just going broke, but you guys people are willing to pay this person to show a statement of whatever. And she didn't even. The crazy part is, she hasn't even proved that she was getting harassed or anything else after that. She just
Correct.
said, "Oh, I've been,
Well,
getting whatever
exactly.
this."
I'm just trying to figure this out. Like people just got money to give away. Please feel free. I can put my Cash App, Venmo, whatever you need if you just want to send money away, and we can just put it towards a
Venmo
better
it.
cause.
Put the
But
podcast up there and say you need it. Trying to get the word out.
yeah, a whole better cause. And now y'all got money to give away like that, and we're just donating to talk about bad about other people. I mean, comedians should be rich now. Like these comedians on here.
Well, it's
Yep.
crazy that you can see some of the stuff that people don't get money for other things. But
Correct.
for
That's what I
that's crazy.
mean. That's what I mean.
She didn't go homeless. She didn't do nothing. And she was the
Man.
one. And it's so funny how society would like we switch it to the victim role, right? So
Mm-hmm.
she switched it. That she was the victim
Yeah.
when she was actually the one who caused everything. And now the person who you know the oppressor, I guess you can say, it got financially rich off it.
Wow. That's the land that we live in, the world we are at right now. That is very, very interesting. All
Hmm.
right, man. One more thing. So we went globally with the Pope. We went nationally with the Minnesota girl. Now we're going to go locally. I don't know if you heard this, but over the last month or so, they have found like 7 to 8 bodies in our Willamette River.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know that.
Seven. Yeah, you live. You are with close to the dang
Whoa,
river.
whoa, 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 whoa! Let's not get my relocation out.
Why? Dang. So I'm not trying to say, hey, better watch your front steps. Um, dang. So you ain't heard nothing about that?
No, that's crazy. I didn't hear that. I mean, usually up with the local news like that. Maybe I didn't pay attention.
Over, yeah, seven to somewhere between 7 to 10 bodies over the last month and a half.
Are these like murder bodies or this is
That's
like
what I don't know. I don't know.
OD tossed over the railing?
Don't know any of that yet. They had to bring. They got the
Uh,
FBI in here now because they gotta. So many bodies start washing up. Don't know if the cartel's at it.
that's crazy. That's like Vegas, the Lake Vegas or Mead or whatever in Vegas. They were saying because the water was getting like the lake was getting
Dry.
lower, right?
Yeah.
Dry, and then a lot of bodies got turned up
Yeah, I bet.
down there too.
Yeah, we drove by it.
Well,
We on our drive back
it's
or drive to Vegas from Reno, and we saw how empty it
Mhm.
was out there.
Yeah, that's crazy. In the Willamette, huh? 7 of them. Dang, all
Yep.
right.
Hey, because somebody sent me a message saying, "Hey, look out for your people," and I was like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Oh, there's like 7, 8." I was like, "Dang, that is a lot of
I guess
people coming up."
did they like pop up to floated up to the top? How did
See,
these bodies? Everyone,
I didn't investigate all that. All I got was the brief of the information, and the news started popping up talking about it. You once you look up something, then you'll start getting all the little feeds on it. So they don't
so
know
they
yet who or when things happen. That's just
so
that's just that's just what I saw.
people didn't learn to put the cement blocks on the ankles. Isn't that what we learned from movies?
Can't do that stuff. Actually, people probably still be doing that.
Believe me,
You got
people
to.
still do that.
But
Who's up the top?
Here's the thing. I don't understand how people get away with some of them things. Still, cameras are everywhere, almost everywhere.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then I
but
got
it could
another. I
be.
don't even know why people continue to do some of the things, knowing that cameras are almost everywhere.
You can still get it done. I mean, you put it somewhere and just yeah, maybe you scope with the area. There's got to be some blind spots somewhere.
No, a lot of people just don't care. That's the majority of the time. Like I just don't care. I'm just gonna do it anyway, and hopefully I can luckily get away with it.
So I guess the real question is: it all individual, or we got a serial killer in our hands?
That's what I'm saying. And I got
Mhm.
another thing. If you're a active shooter or something, aren't you still a serial killer?
Active shooter?
Yeah. Like if
That
you're a
doesn't.
shooter, you kill multiple
Uh-huh.
people. Aren't you a serial killer?
Technically, I mean, I guess the terminology is now a terrorist, right? Once you kill more than 3 people.
But that's what I'm just asking
I
because
think
that's what a
serial
serial
killer is
killer
more. I
is
think
that kills multiple people.
no, but I think serial killers it's spread out. So like I kill one person 1 week, I wait a couple weeks, kill another one, couple weeks,
That
whatever.
so that
Like Ted
that's how
Bundy
it
or
has to
whatever.
be. It can't
Yeah,
you. First of all, you don't even know when they kill them. You just that's when you find them.
yeah, but they got to be spread out at some point. I mean, that's what serial killers, I
Hey,
think,
like
because
that
it's
Green
like,
River dude, that dude could have probably killed everybody in that one month, and you just left them all different places at
yeah,
certain times.
in 1 month, yeah, that's serial killer because he did it on different days. Got to
Oh
give
my
a 24
gosh,
hour period. I'm not the. You got to ask a female that they're the ones who's the pro at it, watching first 48 hours
I
and
watch all those. That's why I'm
Dateline.
talking
And
to you about it.
well,
I
why
watch
you talking
every
to me
single
about
one
it? I
of
don't
those.
watch all this.
I'm just wondering your
Well,
opinion on
you
it.
should pro. You should be a pro. I think it's like I said, a serial killer has to be spread out. You got to give a
Okay.
24-hour window.
Okay. I'm gonna have to Google. I'm gonna ask ID and see what they say. Because
Do
my
you
thought was if it was just more than multiple. I don't know. Y'all might have something over here in the chat, but nobody said nothing in the chat. So I was just wondering
no
about that.
one I think one sitting, like if I go kill some people, it equals a terrorist. If it's spread out through days, then it's a serial killer.
Huh.
Like
Interesting.
those people who, I hate to say this, but those people who drive those cars through the crowds, they're not a serial killer, right?
That's. I mean, you kill multiple people, so then you just automatically a terrorist,
Yep.
or that's just a terrorist threat.
Well, definitely not a threat if you ran through them.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, like,
A terrorist is someone who like tries to kill people multiple through one sitting, like that Vegas shooting. That's not a serial killer. That's a terrorist. That's a
huh?
domestic terrorist.
Gotcha. Okay. I might have to have a show about that one. Just talking about that.
Well, you got to bring a female on that one. I know Big Mo and DM ain't gonna have no opinion on that. They don't watch that stuff.
Oh, they probably do. All right, man. We on the
Ooh,
NBA. On to the
I
NBA.
did
On to the NBA. What's up?
hold on, side note. Side note, one thing else I did today, I forgot. Not today, first time in a while. I went to a movie theater, watched Sinner yesterday.
Don't bring that up.
Why?
Don't bring it up.
You not good with it?
No, I just ain't went to go see it, and the wife wanted to go see it, and I was like, I ain't going to the movies
Why not?
because I ain't going.
Why? What's wrong with
Why
the
when I
movie?
could just wait and let it come and watch it on my TV,
I
where I can
agree
sit here,
because
eat,
someone pulled
go
me
make
out.
my
Some people,
popcorn, come back. I got surround sound in there. It ain't like I'm not at a movie. And
well,
if I want to
I'm
do it
not big in
even
horror
bigger,
movies.
I can put it on a projector screen.
I get it. Well, I'm not big in horror movies, but I did go see it.
Oh, I
Some
love scary
female did
movies.
take me. She did. She did take me. I'm not on it because it was like for me. It was like I felt everything was the same. Horror movies.
Like
I didn't know it was about vampires.
I
The
heard
Sinner
that's
one.
what it was about. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but it was pretty good. I like the director. I'm a big fan of the director, so that's a huge. That was like a huge plus for me.
Okay.
And then Michael B. Jordan, he did a really good job, like with his
It's
role.
getting some good reviews. People are going to
Yeah,
watch
and I
it.
was surprised. I was surprised. I recommend it for people.
Okay.
And
You
then
know
I'm
what
not
I'm
even
waiting.
about
You
that
know
kind
what
of
I'm
movie.
waiting to come out?
What?
Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh yeah, they showed a preview of that. So
Hey,
that's
I
like
don't
one of
even
my
know
last
why I
movies I
like it.
saw.
That shit was the craziest thing when I first saw it. I was like, oh my God. I'll be thinking that
You know,
shit
to this
sometimes.
me too. You know, to this day, I tell everyone, till this day, I still don't drive next to or behind
The
a
log
log
truck.
truck.
Ah,
Yeah,
see?
yeah, never,
Man, I
never.
was
I
like,
tell everyone
what
that
the heck? Yeah, because that's
because
gonna
I
be
can see that
crazy.
happening. I can see that happening. That was the crazy part. Like I tell everyone all the time, there's a whole bunch of those other killings that happened during that thing, but that was the one that like just stuck with me because I'm sitting here
Oh
like
yeah,
I can
I bet you
100%
everybody
see
every
that
time they get
happen.
on the front highway.
Yeah. And when I'm trying to pass a log truck, I smash that truck. I go right past them because I don't do no slow passing. And if I'm behind them, I'm at
Yeah.
least 3 cars behind them.
Yep.
At least 3 cars. So it's like that's the one movie. They did show it though. They showed a preview. It was interesting. It didn't seem as intense, but it showed and it had some of the actors. I think 2 of them or 3 of them from the previous movies.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, how many crazier ways can you come up with some stuff? Like Saw.
You about to
Like
find
Saw
out?
was almost like similar to Final Destination. Like I was like, man, how are you gonna come up with many different ways to do these things? And they kept coming up with it. Kept coming up with it.
Mhm.
I was like,
Mhm.
wow. By the time you actually came out with stuff that wasn't like supposed to be like a Jason or like a Freddy was actually like
Yeah.
oh shit, this could happen. I could just be kicking one
And
day and then next thing you know, you just wake up chained up to a radiator and you gotta cut your leg off or something.
yeah, but I just typically don't do horror movies. I'm not a big like. I just always found them the same, like Freddy Krueger, you
Yeah,
know,
I love
all
scary
those.
movies.
That's not my thing. So I was like, okay, she convinced me. Obviously, another way is possible,
Obviously.
but
Yep.
so we went to it. We went to it. It was good. I gave her good props. I gave it a good review.
I'm very big on it. I'm very good on scary movies.
But it
But
wasn't scary.
they just haven't been very scary. So I'm like, eh.
But this one, but Sinners is not scary.
I was thinking Sinners was going to be
It's-
similar to like Us
so here's the thing: I didn't really
or
see Us.
Us.
I didn't see Us, them, or Nope, or Get Out. All those I did not see.
Us, them, nope, get out. This is to the name of the scary movies. Us, them, nope, get out.
Yeah, he has another one coming up. They showed on the preview.
Oh man.
Okay. What's his name? Jordan Peele or whatever. But
Yeah,
anyways,
he killing it.
Yeah, good review. I give it a good review. So
he is killing it.
Go get it. Go watch it.
Yeah,
go watch it in person, my man.
I want to see it.
Exactly. Go see it.
Oh, don't call it a comeback.
Anyways, NBA time. What's up?
On to the NBA. We are in the playoffs, and we have some horrible games, like over the last few days, that have been just ridiculous for it to be the second round of the playoffs. OKC.
You feel like you got a better showing in the first round?
OKC beat Denver by like, what was it, 50 points?
When? Like the first game or second game?
The second game. Like, that's insane. 50
well,
points.
They gave up by the second quarter. They gave up by the second quarter.
They gave up 82 points in the first half. And then this game that's on currently, Cleveland gave up 80 points in the first half.
Yeah, it was a 40-point. It was crazy.
Like, that's insane. Now it looks like the Pacers are going to be up 3-1 on Cleveland. I didn't see
Denver lost this morning.
Yeah, no, they're tied 2-2. We got New York still up 2-1 on Boston, and we got who was it? Who's the other team? Is up 2-1?
Why am I blanking?
Oh, Timberwolves on Golden State.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Golden State. We got Curry still out hurt,
at least for another week
with the hamstring. He's gonna miss Game 4. They say he gets reevaluated before Game 5. How do you see the series?
No, he's gonna miss. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. How do you see this series panning out?
I'm sorry to say, man. Without Curry, they ain't gonna do nothing. What are you gonna do? Rely on Draymond Green? Butler's cool, right? But he's not a guy like I don't think he can keep up with the team and like lead them.
Well, he knows that. That's why he said we need Steph.
Well, how the Warriors are structured in their offense, right? And then Draymond Green, all he's gonna do, like every time that Curry gets out or hurt or something, all he does is tries to get himself kicked out so he can explain it to him at the end of the game that, I wasn't in the game. Or this. Yeah, he's that dude. You know what I'm saying? He's that dude who just I wasn't in the game. It's like, no, bro, you just don't believe in yourself like that.
That's why I found out, because the refs didn't want me in the game anyway.
Yeah. But Ant kind of showed the last game. He kind of took over.
Well, shoot, when I was watching, they almost, what was it, a 5 or 6 point win? It ain't like Timberwolves came in and destroyed them without Curry.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I still see I had Timberwolves anyway winning this series. I thought they were just gonna come through, and
I thought the worst. I thought it'd be worse.
I thought they were gonna come through and get it done without the energy that they were coming in from. But then I realized everybody wasn't ready to play on all the games because all the home teams lost.
Here's the thing with the Warriors: when Curry coming back, his first pull hamstring ever, right? Yep. And then he moves too much, and it only takes one jolt.
Yeah, he's got to cut a lot.
One jolt.
He ain't coming back.
It only takes one of those.
He's too old.
Yeah, so he's gonna come back and he's gonna try to fight it, and then he's gonna see within the first 5 minutes. He's like,
that's what happened to LeBron.
Yeah.
His is a growing, but still same area.
Yeah, so I don't see that. Next game, OKC game. What is it? What is it?
2-2.
2-2.
And
Denver. So here's
Jokic is playing the worst he's been played in the playoffs for 3 straight games, and forever. Even though he had 27 and 13, but he's shooting ridiculous.
Oh shoot! The last game, not today, but the game before, I think he shot 6 for 26 or something.
Yeah.
But I think the two things need to happen. I think Michael Porter, he needs to step up.
Well, he tried to he got a hurt shoulder. My thing is that last game he got you 21, but all the other games since then he ain't done nothing. And if you can't really go, you got to sit him out.
Yeah, and then Murray has to step up. He hasn't done nothing.
Yeah,
He
he
needs,
had that one good game. He hasn't had a good game. He didn't play that good today. It's
instead of
mainly been
blaming.
Aaron Gordon really carrying them and hitting some key shots and baskets down the stretch. That's had them get those
The,
couple wins and stay in a
the crazy
game.
part, they're trying to use Westbrook as a scapegoat. He's not the issue. It's Murray.
Nope.
It's
No,
like,
it ain't.
you
No, it's
know,
definitely not. It's definitely not Westbrook right now.
yeah. And so it's Murray, and so like they need to understand that.
But once
And then
again,
you know,
that's not Westbrook's job anyway. His whole job is to come out, bring the energy, create some turnovers, at least finish some layups, and hit at least 35% of his open threes because he's a wide open.
yeah. Well, the problem, the other part is like Jokic's status is so high. So you said he dropped what 26 and 17? What did you say? 2012?
13, 27 and
13.
25 or 13 or something like that.
For a pretty good guy on a team, that's pretty dang good. But with a guy who's averaging triple double, that ain't
Correct.
much, right? In the playoffs, you always have to get like 15%, 20% more than you did before, like your stats to
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah, yeah.
successful, right? So
Yeah, he had a 42 and
Jokic
20
just
game.
yeah, Jokic is just stature so high. It's like, dang, how can I match that? But get better than that.
He actually looks a little bit
But
tired, if you ask me.
yeah, doing a lot. Yeah.
He
Or
looks a little
Shea's
bit
one of those
tired.
dudes. Who you got? Shea or Jokic for MVP?
Well, this year, Shea.
But even Jokic put better numbers than he did in the past. And then
It's the same thing with
that
anything. Like Jordan could have won it like 12 years straight or whatever. I mean,
okay.
you get tired of giving them that person the award, if that makes sense.
But
It's like,
isn't that the purpose?
I mean, I understand what the purpose is, but they're going to give it to him because they didn't give it to him last year, and his team was good again this year.
So you need
It's
a
also
new
part of
you
your
need,
it's part of your team award as well in some cases,
is it?
unless you're
This is a
having
big.
years like Jokic was having.
So are you
Like,
on
cause
Team
check
Chuck
this
or
out,
Team Shaq?
check this out. Westbrook didn't win any. He averaged a triple double 3 years,
He did win MVP. He did win MVP.
one time.
Twice, right? Back to back, or no?
He only got one. Westbrook has more than one
Hmm.
MVP. I'll have to find that
I
out.
thought he had more than one. So are you Team Chuck or Team Shaq on this? Is this a team award or is it an individual award? You got Shaq over here saying it should be
It's
a
an
whole bunch of
individual.
individual, no matter.
It should be.
So Chuck says that winning is a consideration of it. Like you should be able to
Yeah,
win and put numbers up
correct.
too.
I agree. So there's a both. That's why Shea is doing that. Like he is leading and still doing both, and his team is still winning. You can't be like, okay, I'm gonna just use a local team. I'm on the Blazers, and I'm averaging good numbers, almost a triple double, but my team is sitting in 12th place.
I think that's different. I think if you're a top four team, I think that's a winning team. Because
Okay.
that's technically what
Well,
we say. That's what we
that's
say
how
is
Jokic
home
won
court
it. He
advantage,
wasn't
right?
top. They weren't a top team every time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we're saying top four teams are always home court advantage. So technically, you're saying that top four teams are winning teams. So Jokic finished in the top four. Denver did, and he averaged a triple double.
They're not gonna vote for him again.
I feel you. I get it. I know
I'm
when it
just
comes
saying
to
it.
marketing. I know when it comes to
Yeah,
marketing. I get it.
they're just not gonna do it.
Shea's
He actually
probably
could.
more
He actually should have.
markable, and then Jokic.
Just like any, like I'm saying, like that's why Tom Brady only has so many, and they don't want to keep giving him all the awards.
NFL is
They try
stupid.
to
It's
spread it
NFL is
out.
different. NFL is different. You might as well just call it the QB award.
That's true, and I don't agree with that. I don't think it always
Oh,
should be a quarterback.
yeah, nah. I think it should just if they're gonna say that, it might as well just be a QB award. Uh, but yeah, I
Yeah,
can
no,
see
they should
Shea
just have
because
they do the offensive award. So then that MVP should be
well,
someone.
no, but they never give. What's the last? I mean, they gave it to whoever's a running back that one year, LT.
It's usually a receiver
So,
or running back that gives it because they give the
well, that's
quarterback the
it.
MVP.
But the last time it's done was like LT or something like that. I think I forget who it was.
That won the MVP.
Yeah, right. Who
Huh.
won it this past year?
Um,
Maybe Adrian Peterson won it. Maybe 1 year when he ran that. He had a really good
2000
season.
when he had this
Yeah,
2000.
whatever season. Yeah.
Whatever happened to that guy?
Oh, he got in trouble.
Still whooping his kids.
Something else, I think.
I thought that, I thought that's what it was for. Oh
Allegedly.
man. I don't know.
Okay, what we got with the East? We got
Knicks.
Boston and New York.
Knicks in Boston.
Bo-
Yeah, Boston
who are you
finally hit some
going?
shots.
Yeah. You
So
think Knicks are gonna be able to pull it off?
I just don't like Boston. So I hope it. I hope the Knicks do. To be honest with you, I'm just not a Boston
Okay.
fan.
Why? Are they just too rowdy?
Just I heard a lot of stuff about Boston fans actually. Most,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of complaints out there by the players.
Mm-hmm.
This is
I heard
inside.
that
This
too.
is inside news. No, it ain't even
Ooh,
inside news. Like
gotcha.
everybody said that. So yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
heard some.
It's
Okay.
just.
I did.
Here's the thing. I've never been to Boston, so I can't tell you how the people are in my own action with them. But based on what other people have said and told me,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So,
That's fair. That's a fair
but I ain't
assessment.
never been to New York either, so I don't know how y'all fans act. But usually, I mean, you're gonna be there's gonna be rowdy fans everywhere. That's the whole point of it, especially in the playoffs. Especially if you're New York
I
or
heard,
Boston, you're that close. It's
I
gonna
heard
be
Boston takes it a little more personal.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Makes it
yeah,
personal.
yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I don't think Knicks can have it on long term. So if they're gonna finish it, they gotta finish it early. Because if it goes in all seven, Boston's winning. You know.
home court advantage. No, they
Yeah,
need
but
to
it's like
get
the
no
same.
man.
At the end of the
Did you see
day,
this?
how many threes are?
Yeah, that's what I was about to go back into. But did you see the start of this game? Not this game, but the first game, OKC in Denver. They have at the
Mm-mm.
very start they were 1 for 30 from threes
As the two teams together?
together. 1 for 30
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the difference. The analytic, bro. Light analytic. They bring it to the game and say you might as well just shoot all these threes.
and just
Plus,
kept
it
shooting. I'm like,
goes
go
back
to
to
the
who
basket.
can shoot them. I'm telling you, I'm benching them. I'm benching them. I'm calling timeout just to let them know that.
Wow.
I think they get a little too much freedom, and the idea of like shoot threes. But the problem is that not everyone can shoot threes.
Correct.
And then you got the other problem of like defense, where people are just giving guys room. Like go ahead, shoot it. I don't care.
Yeah.
So they're not forcing the drive.
Lazy. No hands
Mhm.
up. No box outs.
So I would ask you about this Pacers Cavs game, but Pacers went up 3-1. They have a 95% chance. I think it's like 200 and something to 13. Whoever leads 3-1 in a series. I think obviously the last person who did that was LeBron.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. And I think the
and I
other
don't
ones
think
aren't even in basketball, aren't they? In other sports.
I don't know. Good question, but I just don't see Cavs coming back. And Donovan Mitchell just left, and no one
That's what
knows
I was gonna
why.
say. I was gonna talk about it. Did he get hurt? Something come up? His feelings hurt?
They said that no one knows why. They even said it was odd because they said they didn't even get a report from the staff, like from the Cavs staff,
Man, he
like they
just he
usually do.
just didn't come back out. Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
You just gave up on your team because y'all was down 50.
Again, yep. Dude, they're down 40 by
Wow.
first quarter, halftime or first quarter. That was crazy.
Well, Big Perk said he ain't never been able to carry no teams to no championship anyway. So
Well, Big
it
Perk
ain't no
hasn't carried
different
one
now.
either.
Ain't no different now. Big Perk.
Nah. Yeah.
Oh
I mean,
man.
so
So
we'll see.
you got Boston if it goes 7, but the Knicks got to get it in 6. They got to get it in 6.
Yep.
Okay.
And
And
then
this
obviously they
Pacers
got the
one's over. Pacers
Pacers.
gonna be sitting waiting
Yeah.
with a chance to
Well,
go
this
to the championship. With a chance to
hasn't
go to the
hasn't
championship.
hasn't set well when teams wait though so far.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go them. I'll probably go to the Wolves due to Curry being out, and then
Ooh.
who's the other team?
OKC Denver.
Uh, OKC.
2-2.
Oof.
Best out of 3.
I think that's gonna be a 7-game series.
Yeah, the best out
Probably
of
gonna give
3.
it to OK. I think the best OKC.
OKC. So you got OKC Wolves, and you got
Every team has an X
Pacers already
factor.
there. Pacers already in.
Yeah, Pacers. I mean,
Barring
if
the
they don't
barring a
win,
miracle. Watch we just sitting here saying this and watch what else happens.
we're about to parlay bet it.
Cavs about
Are
to
we
go
gonna?
on a 4-0 run. They have to. They have no choice because it's down
I
3-1.
was gonna
So
say it's win and go home.
4-0
Can we
run.
guarantee it? Are you gonna Charles Barkley and guarantee it? Yeah.
Nah, I ain't finna
So we'll
guarantee
see.
it. I ain't finna
It's not
guarantee it.
exciting. These games hasn't been excited compared to the first round. So
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that one. Oh well. Let's see what we got. What we got.
what else you got for me?
Oh, we going. Oh shoot. What we had one. Oh yeah. Okay. We're about to go into my questions that I be asking here. I got a bunch of them today, just for the show. Shh. I'm just asking. That's all I'm doing. I might have some answers myself, but mine aren't always gonna be like because I know what I'm asking. Let me get this up here.
So you had time to think about it.
Let me throw that up there just so you guys know. All right. So here's my first. Actually, this one's not that bad. I think I already know your answer. Would you rather manage the world's greatest soccer team or the world's best band?
Oh, soccer team, no problem, no question
Why?
about it. 'Cause I'm a huge soccer fan. What do you mean? No question about it. I want to be. I want to. I want to be a live fantasy owner, real life fantasy owner. What do you mean?
Okay. Well, you just be a manager. You just get to manage it. You
Manage
don't
it.
own
So I'm
it.
a GM. I'm a
Yeah.
GM. Same with my fantasy team. I don't own shit. I said I just manage it. I just move them around.
Oh man,
Nah, soccer band. I
I'm
don't know. I
I'm
can.
I'm going the world's best
That's
band.
interesting. Yeah. So you're gonna go
Uh,
with the Beatles?
no, it's just whatever it is at the time. I don't know who
I
the
know. I'm
team
just
is.
asking. At the Beatles, I don't know. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be a Swifty? You're gonna run a Tyler Swift?
Guess I'm running around. I guess I'm running the Beatles. The Beatles went everywhere. Did everything.
They they did. So you're gonna be able to handle like the groupies and stuff and
Hey, got him.
locations, the
Got it.
venues.
Got it.
Gotcha. Live on the
Everywhere.
tour bus, or are you flying?
Depends. We might have to fly, and then we got to hit the bus.
Okay.
Back then, that's all they did was bus everywhere.
Yeah, and I think they still do it. Some group. I mean, you're
I
not
mean, yeah.
rich, but I guess you're the world's great. I guess you're the
You got to start. You got to
world's
start.
greatest. So you are.
You started your own car, and then you work your way up.
Man, okay. Nah, I'm a soccer all day, every day.
Yeah, because you're traveling a whole lot more in the bands. Soccer, I mean, you got your
We're
season.
still traveling. I'm still traveling. I'm just chilling in
I know
my
you're
club
traveling,
suite.
but you're not traveling as much.
True. We're not every other day in a new city. That's correct.
Yeah, but just depends. Are these like sold out like $100,000 shows for me, or these? That's what determines it.
Yeah,
Or
it would have to
100,000
because
people. I mean, yeah, because these soccer
if you're the
games,
world,
your soccer games got like a lot of people in them bad boys.
yeah, 100,000 people. Something.
That's crazy. So yeah, I got my shows got to be like that. But I'll probably still do that.
Don't
I
worry.
don't want to manage no
I'll
soccer
hire you
game.
as I'll hire you as a halftime show.
I was
Don't
about
worry.
to say
At my stadium.
we'll be performing at the halftime show of the soccer game. The best
Yeah.
of the best. That's
They
what
are
it's
doing
called.
that this year. They're doing that this year for the first time. Not this year, but this I think at the World Cup or FIFA Club World Cup, one of the two. It's the first time they're doing a halftime show. Basically, they're trying to mimic the Super Bowl.
They've
And it's the
never
first
done
time
it.
ever.
Oh wow!
Never done it. Yeah.
This is the first time somebody just came up with that. That's crazy.
I don't necessarily think it's the first time it came up to it. I think they saw the financial benefit of
This is the first time
it
they
at the end
agreed
of the
on it.
day. Yeah. And
I got
so
you.
since coming to since it's been the World Cup's in the US in 2026 next year, obviously they're gonna do it. I said they needed to get Kendrick, not Kendrick, but they need to get Drake. But that's not happening. They named it already. I forgot what I think
Is
it's
it
a band.
Toronto?
I forget what band. No, it's gonna be here, bro. It's in the US. US,
Oh
Canada,
yeah,
Mexico, the World Cup. And so I think
2026.
they named the band. Yeah, they named the band already. You know how much
Did you
a
already buy your
tickets going
tickets?
for a game? You know how much it
That's what I
costs?
just asked you.
Do you know the question? You
They're
know the
probably
answer?
they're probably starting at 2K.
No, man. Damn. It's okay for a game, just a regular stage game,
I
group
don't.
play.
Hey, I don't know. You said that it's for the World Cup.
350
Okay, well that's not bad.
for
I
bad
paid.
seats. For bad seats. What do you mean you paid bad seats? So you're gonna pay for an NFL game at 350 the bad seat?
No, I was about to say
Exactly. That's why.
I paid 200 something bucks to see what's his name, my two daughters. What that
See
dude's name
what?
is.
I was gonna say you know
Uh,
what you
I just drew a blank of his name right now, and I know all his
Kendrick,
songs in my head. No, it wasn't even Kendrick. It's what's the white dude name? Just came out not too long ago.
white dude.
Yeah,
I
rapper.
don't know. Rapper, white dude. What Machine Gun Kelly? I don't know,
No,
man.
that's not recent.
Okay.
But that
Eminem.
I can't. That
What
is
are we
not.
doing?
I know Eminem. I'm saying my daughter. I ain't take him to see Eminem. Uh,
You won't let your daughter see Eminem?
no, I said that's not what they would wanted to go see. I would go see
Oh, white
Eminem.
dude
They
who
wouldn't go want
raps.
to see
I don't
Eminem.
even know what dude. Oh, Malcolm Moore.
No, he sings dang, why can't I remember none he's singing?
Damn, bro.
Jack
Stay
Harlow.
off the
That's who it
sticks.
is.
Oh, Jack
Stay off the
Harlow.
sticks.
Uh, uh,
Yeah, Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow. I wouldn't pay $200 to see Jack Harlow, but
Yeah,
good for you. Good father.
yeah,
You're a good
yeah.
father.
It was a moment
What's a
that we could have all used to go somewhere else and do. No, it was a great show though. Big shout out to Jack Harlow, but it just wasn't worth that amount of money. But it's all about the
I just saw
memories. It's all about the moments.
someone told me they paid 500 and something bucks for front row to Kendrick Lamar and Sizzle whatever
SZA,
at in Seattle. Yeah, to Sizzle in Seattle, front row
why?
per ticket, 500, bro.
That's a lot. But I
Yeah,
mean, if you got it and that's what you want to go spend your money on to see those people perform, you could do that.
I thought it was a lot.
It is a lot.
Um,
I like to see the guys before they blow up when they be cheap.
yeah. Well, you got to
Uh,
go get the preseason ticket then. Say, can I get
No,
half of it? I'll leave before the main guy comes on.
no, I mean,
I know when they go small venue.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand. That was like me. You know, I was so pissed. This is a story. Bruno Mars. Swear to God, he was going to go to Seattle. This is before he blew up. I'm talking about like 3 months, 2 months before he was going to blow up. And I was supposed to go to Seattle, and I was supposed to go to the show. Something came up with the person I was supposed to go with, so we couldn't go.
No
And
way.
we paid like $50, $25 for this tickets, like like really cheap tickets and really
Wow.
good seats, cheap tickets. And then literally 3 months later, he blew up. And now you can't even get a ticket less than like a few $100s to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was pissed
Was when
about
I
that.
saw John Legend.
Yeah.
I saw John Legend down here with Life Jennings. That's
Mm.
one of my top 5 concerts of all time. And it was only $50. And I saw him front row. I was
Okay.
like, oh
I just saw
shoot.
him. I just saw him during Christmas time, but that was working. Anyways, and that's a totally different story. But
You glitched up on me.
what's your
Oh,
next one?
you went and saw him, you said?
Well, we were like, with my college team, we do fundraising.
Yeah.
And so we were his like security for his concert here, for his Christmas concert.
Okay.
So they came down to Christmas off, and so I just got to chill backstage and listen to him while he did his Christmas special.
Ooh.
So yeah, so free concert.
Christmas concert by John Legend.
Yeah.
Nice. I would have jumped it
So
there.
what we got
You
next?
could have got some video footage. That's what
Nah,
you could have
we're
did.
Xing
Oh
videos.
my
We
goodness.
get kicked out.
Look at
Oh my
this.
goodness! Is it what?
What in the world? Big Mo
What are
across
we
the
doing?
world is logged in on the show. I did not even know
What
this was happening. This is
what up,
insane.
Whoa,
guys?
Big Mo. Isn't it like 5 a.m. there or something like that? 6 a.m.
It is. It's 5:30.
No way.
Damn.
5:30 in the morning. Up
Yes,
early
sir.
This
It
guy was
on the
is.
getting
show.
this guy was
Dang,
getting whooped
we,
on bones on his
we were
flight.
just talking.
Really?
We had just been
Is
talking
that
about
is
some of
that
the
what you're
stuff going
telling?
on. No, he just brought that up when you just hopped
Oh,
on.
yeah. Oh, I was about to say, now, come on, bro. Let me defend myself.
Hey
You need to
man,
defend that Wi-Fi.
y'all both fuzzy.
No, man, my Wi-Fi is
I
great.
got bad
His Wi-Fi though.
I got bad Wi-Fi.
You need to tell the
He is
company to put you in a better hotel for Wi-Fi.
he is halfway across the country or the world at
Is my
5:30 the
Wi-Fi
next day.
bad?
5:30 the next day.
I mean,
Hey,
it's like
hey,
if
what
I
does
if I
the
just
future look
explore the
like
Pixel.
tomorrow? It's
It's
sunny.
bright. It's
It's
sunny.
sunny. Dang, I was just over here asking HD some questions as you had hopped in. You know, my rather or whatever questions. We had some other stuff we had talked about. Um, my next question though was, would you rather be rich or would you rather be famous?
Rich.
Okay, you gotta get some words, some stuff behind it, some substance to it.
No, I'm not gas, bro. I don't need to be of substance. Nah, I just don't want no. I feel like you're being famous. You just got issues. You got issues with
you,
famous. Rich
you
is
don't
like
have
no
you
one
don't
will know
get.
you're if I'm wealthy, no one would know I'm wealthy.
Yes, they will.
No, they won't. I'll be wearing
All your
sweats
Not
like I still
always.
do.
all your
No, not
stuff,
always.
if you are rich, is put out there so everybody can see how much you make.
Nah,
How? You just
I'll
asked.
never do that.
I'll never do that. Why would I do that? Just like if I won the Powerball, it's going to be under my trust. It's not
Dep-
going to be under
dep-
my name.
depends on where you're at. You got to display a name, and sometimes, what depending on what
No, not all
states.
Powerball. You can put no Powerball. You can put all
You
Powerball
they ain't
winnings
say you got
wherever,
rich through
whatever
Powerball.
state.
You could have got rich through work. So they got to put your
Well,
net
my work's
earnings up
low.
there.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not.
I'm
You
not
won't know my
telling.
name.
You're not gonna know my name. I don't know what to
You
tell
might
you.
see that I drive. You might still see me driving a Camry.
That's fine, but they're still gonna know. Hey, that's HD. That dude is worth this amount of money.
That's a lie. He ain't driving no damn Camry.
That's crazy. I would. I'm not driving a Hummer.
Wow.
Or, I mean, but no one's gonna know. You can say, "Oh, that's Handy. That's rich." HD is rich, and then that's
Uh-oh.
it.
So okay, my thing is if you're famous, you're rich, you still got problems. You still got people asking you for money. So if you're famous, do you get stuff for free? That's my question. Because you know how famous people always get stuff for free.
Let me ask you this question: Are you famous and are you rich? Are
You
famous
can't
people
be rich
rich?
and famous. That's why the question is rich or famous.
So you're famous but broke.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, do I still get in for stuff for free because I'm so famous? And they still like giving me free dinners.
So
I
you're
get to
saying
go here.
I'm famous. I'm famous, but I'm sleeping in a studio place eating top ramen. But I'm famous.
Oh,
Or I can be living in a nice
I
fat
don't.
ass house
I
with a
have
bunch of
no
money,
idea
right?
how that works out. I guess every interpretation is different. I'm thinking I'm famous. I just get everything I want for free. That's how I'm thinking. So I don't even
Here's
need to be
I'll
rich.
I'll take the
That's my
I'll
assumption to
take
it.
the rich. Well, I'll take the rich minus the
you know
fame.
what,
I
but
don't want the fame.
I call this the rock stars treatment. You know what bugs me the most is the people who are famous and they got money and they still go to these restaurants or these places and people still give them free stuff.
But that's what I
When
mean.
these people can afford it.
I agree with that. That's how it makes sense to
No.
me. Why rich people? That's how they stay rich. So I'm trying to say, like, once I get to that level, I should be able to budget myself out for some free stuff and stuff I got to pay for. Uh, yeah, somebody
I'm
will
rich.
know. I'm rich, bitch. Oops. Next one.
FTC.
Oh, this is a good one. Would you rather not know what you're doing tomorrow for the next 10 years or be able to know everything you're doing every day for the next 10 years?
I'll let Big Mo go for that one.
I like the unknowns, man. I would rather be. Yeah, I like the unknowns. I don't want to know what the hell I'm doing in the next 10 years.
I agree. I'm a spontaneous dude. I don't want to know. I'm not a planner. I'm not a scheduler. I don't need to know that.
Well, shoot, this is all three because I definitely don't want to know that. I'd be like, dang, I didn't even make it to the 10 years. You all looking at it, you're like, dang, I don't want that. Or you guys, you see stuff that you
Isn't
don't like you're like, oh shoot,
that
I know it's about to happen and I can't not go buy this people or go do this thing. Nah, nah.
I feel
But
like that would be an emotional roller coaster.
the wife would love to know everything that
Emotional
was
roller
about to
coaster for 10
happen.
years.
Hey, especially if you know you're dying tomorrow.
Shoot. I guess, but then you wouldn't be able to change it
So
up
is that
anyway because it's already planned for you. So like, if you want
yeah,
to be like,
Exactly.
Final
So
oh,
can
Fantasy.
you imagine that last night?
yeah, you'd be like, this is what I already planned to do because I didn't know. And you know you did? Nothing. You watched a sorry TV show, sat at home, nothing. That was what happened. And you saw it. Nope. I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna leave it up to the imagination for the next day. Dang, oh, the mariachi band finally finished. They're loading up the stuff into the car now.
Your
Which,
neighbors?
yeah. I guess what time is it? Oh, at least they went to 8:30. Ooh, right before the 9 o'clock. We got out of there. Would you rather all your dreams play out in real time on Snapchat or all your most embarrassing moments go viral on TikTok?
Snapchat, because not many people have it.
Oh, you don't know.
It didn't get deleted. It didn't get deleted.
That is true.
Hey, TikTok's there forever, bro.
Your embarrassing moments are there forever. Yeah.
TikTok it is.
Your dreams play out in real time on Snapchat.
Yeah, because
Oh, I
only
got
the
some
Gen
crazy
X is gonna see what I'm doing now.
You what you're looking at. I'm just thinking, just think of it in your head like everybody got the Snapchat just like everybody got TikTok. As much as you're
But they
scrolling
don't.
TikTok,
Hmm.
they're scrolling on Snapchat or snapping.
Nope.
No,
It
you're
ain't
not
the
gonna.
People
same.
say I'm told Snapchat.
Your one most embarrassing moment. That's it. Or most
Oh,
embarrassing
one? I
Nah.
thought you
moments.
said all of them.
No, it said most embarrassing
Not-
moments. Moments.
Oh, Snapchat all day. TikTok is way too worldwide, bro.
That's how you're gonna get them views though.
For embarrassment? Is that how you're
That's
supposed
other,
to? Is that where you go back to your other question? You get famous?
that's I guess
I'm broke. Embarrassed.
that's how I got that's how I got famous. Hey, that girl made 700,000 off something. Somebody gonna feel sorry. I'll be like, look, somebody felt sorry. Now I gotta go fund me for my embarrassing moments that got released without my knowing. But my dreams on Snapchat. Somebody saved it. Somebody saved it in a vault. When they snap vault, they be like, there it is. I got his dreams. Who in there writing?
He said, "Yeah, I see you, Big Bo."
Oh, you can't hear him? So you can only
He
type?
said,
Type?
"Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah." He says the internet
All
bad.
right. Thanks for the guest appearance. Dang. I didn't get a text that he's gonna be. He might have texted me. I don't know. But yeah, that was interesting.
I got a question.
Go
Let
ahead.
me break up your questions. I got one. So here's a crazy one. Here's one of my stupid questions I like to throw out there. In weightlifting, like men's strongest competition, right? Like whatever, you're not
Mhm.
allowed to take steroids, right? So
Okay.
it's against the rules to take steroids, correct?
I got you.
So why do in beauty pageants they allow the women to wear makeup or do plastic surgery?
Well, first of all, I don't agree that you should be in a beauty pageant. The makeup, they're gonna wear makeup, but plastic surgery, I don't agree you should be able to be in.
No, Why when you makeup is natural, right? You want a guy who's weightlifting to be naturally buff, right? The naturally whatever. Steroids
Yeah, but
enhances
he's
their
still putting oil on his
muscles.
body.
That's different. Oil is different than makeup.
I
Makeup
mean,
enhances your beauty,
it
right?
enhances the muscles to glisten, right? I mean, it ain't
No,
supposed
no,
to be.
makeup enhances your beauty. You never been. No offense to females, right? This is a disclaimer. No offense, but there's
Oh,
some girls who wear some makeup and
wait.
then they take it
On
off.
Mother's Day? On Mother's Day? Wait, hold up. Happy Mother's Day.
They take off the makeup and they're kind of a different person.
So, if it's a beauty contest, it should be based on natural beauty. It's your beauty,
Correct, right? Just
not
like
your booty.
the booty. Yeah.
Okay. That is up for debate. But I think
Right. So
I
steroids,
think
what?
steroids is more on the same scale as plastic surgery.
You think
Or
so?
like
No, it's an enhancement, right?
or like the collagen injections for like your lips to be plumper or your cheeks to be fuller. I don't know what they be doing, but yeah, that stuff. Like if you're doing all that, then no. But I don't agree with it anyway because now girls could just go ahead and just turn themselves into whoever they wanted to be.
Oh yeah, we know.
Yeah. So
But
like
that's what I'm saying.
you was
So
like,
why
oh
did man
yeah,
get punished with steroids?
they thought I would look like this, or dudes now too, dudes too. Like, oh, they thought I looked like this. Now I can go get my whole body changed to look like a whole different person.
Yeah.
Times have changed.
Mhm.
It's an interesting thing, man. Interesting thing on that. You know, a lot of augmentation, especially people need to get their BBLs.
I saw a video, so funny, of a BBL clinic,
There's
and
a
all the
clinic.
girls were getting it done.
Oh, I mean,
There's
okay. I
clinics
thought you
for
meant
this, right?
no. I thought you meant like there's
No,
like girls at the beach working out
there's a
on it.
clinic, and then the girls waiting. There are girls in the BBL doing their BBL, whatever, and they're in the waiting room after they got some of the procedures done, and they got to wait for some, any complications. But in the procedure waiting room,
Uh-huh.
right? All the girls waiting there can't even sit down in a chair. They're all just standing up, leaning against a chair, or standing up and talking to each other. But they can't all sit down right now because they just got the procedures done.
Oh
It
Lord.
is a funny video. Ah, BBL, the new breast. When we were growing up, it was breast, right? Now,
Breast.
it,
Yeah,
now
that's
it's the
because
ass.
cervix a lot. Then everybody said, okay, they gotta have the booties too when they didn't
But
have
that's
them.
naturally. So Michael said, but that was
No,
naturally.
I agree. I agree. Everything natural. I agree with it.
I know, but us growing up, it was fake breasts, right?
Yeah.
You got the Pamela Andersons, the
Yeah.
Carmen
Yeah. Yeah.
Electric, all those people
Yeah.
who had that, right? And then
Tigo
now the
bitties
gen
is
thing
what I
is like,
call them.
yeah, now it's the ass supposed to be fake, right? Whereas that's the thing now. So
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting when in the next 20 years if you ain't continuing to upkeep your backside. I saw this dude post a video of Tiny from Escape about her BBL herself. He said, I don't know. You gotta. I wish I could have Big Mo so he could have looked it up and posted the video. I gotta get mine set up that way. But man, he said, I don't know what's going on with these girls in these diapers.
so
He's
I
like,
told you that when we saw it.
yeah, I agree. But I'm like, so I don't understand. Like, ain't there like a certain cup size thing that they got to put down or come up with these so that they're I don't know. Maybe they need to add something to the legs too to make them look right. Like some ain't yeah
There's two
some ain't.
reasons. One, like anything else, there's good doctors and bad doctors. And so a
I
lot of people go
agree.
on the cheap end sometimes, right? And so they go to the cheap end and get the job done. And then two,
Never
some
go
people just have
cheap
their
when it
they
comes to the cheeks.
ooh, okay. um,
Oh,
and
just
then the other part is the body, right? Like can it match up your bodies, right? It's just
yeah.
like getting like fake breasts, right? Like you can't just get these triple D's or G's or whatever, and you have a tiny ass body, that skinny body. It's like, damn, that looks hella weird, you
Yeah.
know. But it's the same thing with girls. Is like if you want to get that ass,
Top
you better
heavy.
have some thighs with it,
Yeah,
yeah. Or you want to
that's
get some,
I just don't.
BBL, you
Yeah,
need to get
man.
thighs.
I don't understand what they're looking at when they go in or even when they come out and they're like, oh yeah, this is good, and then they get
Mhm.
dressed. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we got to talk to
Some
some girls
friends,
that have had some BBLs. Maybe they can tell me
some friends are
me your
lying to them.
stories.
I'll tell you that.
Man, it's
Some
gonna be
friends are lying.
some crazy looks come the next 15 to 20 years.
Well, what else you could do? Ash or tits? I mean, what else are we going with?
Man, they're gonna be in them granny panties for sure. I'm just
Do
saying.
they get saggy? You got to do upkeep.
That's what I mean. So how do you even do it? Oh man, that's gonna be one. That's gonna be one. You know what I want to talk about real quick? Because this is brought up before the show started. In our little group chat, I said Charles Barkley likes his steak well done, right? And you're like, that doesn't mean that it's right. Well
Correct.
done
It's not
steak
right.
is good. Now y'all like
No, it's
y'all's
not.
watery. Okay, since
Nah, not watery.
since Captain C over there, Captain C wanted to say, "Oh, well, no, it's bloody." I'm like, there is no blood in your meat. That is not
Yeah,
blood.
it's technically not blood. Correct. It's technically is not blood. You're 100%
Okay,
right.
I just want to
But
clarify that. So you're not having it's just a watery red mix.
no, it's not water mix. It's the juices. It's
That
the
ain't
juice.
juice. That is not
It's
juice.
juice.
Look
That's
at your
juice.
chat. I sent it to you. You can read
I know. I saw it. I know what it is. Did you get that Wikipedia or something? Because you put the definition and everything.
No, because I just wanted to make sure. I was like, wait a minute here. I know I read this.
Nah,
somewhere.
I know it's not blood. I know it's not blood. But the steak is made for a medium rare, potentially medium. That's where you get the juices, the taste. Once you get
Who
up
said that?
above that,
Who said
everyone.
that? Who's everyone?
Everyone. Go to the steakhouse.
Who? Okay, I go there.
Okay, they won't serve you. They go,
They
well
do.
done. We
I
don't
eat
serve
a
well
steak
done
there every
people.
time. I wish
No,
they would. I wish
no.
they would come out to me and say, "Listen."
Last time I went to a steak place with you, they tried to do it and they kept messing it up. You said
That's just because they don't know how to
I'm not
make a
even
steak.
eating.
That's not my fault.
No,
That's
because
theirs.
no one cooks it that way.
Hey,
You want rubber? I'll get you a tire.
Check this out. Every time I eat steak without you, my steaks have been great.
Nah,
It's just because you can tell them in the back, we don't want them in the steak. Don't send them the steak out. We don't want to even cook it like that. Don't bring it out.
Go to a true steakhouse. They won't even.
I go to all true steakhouses and I get mine well done, and they come out. Actually, the place in Seattle was probably the best steak I've ever had. That thing came out.
The kitchen is swearing. The chef is all swearing in the back kitchen.
No, he ain't.
Yeah,
and if he is,
or
it doesn't matter. He still got paid his hourly wage. So cook my steak.
Crazy, bro.
Hey, I make it easy.
The crazy part is, I grew up with well done steak, right? And it was because from like a culture standpoint, it's supposed to be like kill the bacteria and stuff like that, and that's what they thought it was, right? And then I finally went to. I remember. I think I was like my early 20s. I went to early 20s. I went to. Well, the reason for them is because they're killing the bacteria. That's like an African thing. We want to overcook things, so But I went to a steakhouse with some people, and the guy's like, "Oh no, order it this way." When I ordered it the first time, I haven't turned back. I was like, "Oh, this is where all the taste."
You turn it into an instant water red stuff vampire.
It's the juices, my guy. This just says bland. I'll put a tire on the table for you next time, bro. Don't worry. I'll put some rubber down.
No, mine don't be rubber. Mine would just be great.
That's nasty. That's nice. You can't even like get into it.
I cut mine perfectly fine. That's the thing is just people just don't. You got there's just like cooking anything. There's a method to the madness. Like you got to know how to make it. That's it.
Go ask all chefs. All chefs would be like, "This dude's crazy."
And then I look at a chef, be like, "Then you can't cook for everybody. Then you shouldn't be in this business."
They can cook for you. They just said you. All they're doing is saying that you just killed this cow for no reason. You just wasted it. You might as well live.
To eat it for my own well-being, because that's what I like to eat. That's just like people going to get special orders at McDonald's and Taco Bell. You don't get mad because you got to give them a special order. That's just because that's how they want to eat it.
But they don't ask for their ground beef well done. They just said, "I don't want no beans, or I don't want no cheese, or I don't want no lettuce."
You could be like, "Oh man, that burrito is way better with the cheese and beans in it," but I don't want it.
Yeah,
give me meat, cheese.
There we go, and that's right because the meat's the main part.
Yeah, it's good. Just so y'all know, well done is the best way to go. And New York strip.
Oh, it's all about the rib cap. That's the best cut. Rib cap.
Rib cap.
Rib cap.
Ribs are good. Period.
But it's a part of like the rib eye. And it's the outside part of the rib eye. It's a part of the thing. It's
Ribeye.
good.
I
Oof,
got a
melts it.
ribeye.
No.
We had a
it's
Kobe
just
steak the
melted.
other day. Pops whipped up a Kobe steak.
Well, let me
for
guess.
me.
Well done.
Well done.
Well, everyone else.
You know them.
What? They ate it like normal people?
Black people.
Normal.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, what up? I got 14. Okay, one more question. Actually, it might turn into a couple. Would you rather wake up in the morning as a bird or as a dolphin?
That's a
And
good
to
one.
throw a crazy one in.
A bird or a dolphin, huh? Damn, that's a crazy one. I can see the pros for both of them, cons for both of them. I'm gonna go dolphin.
Why?
No, I'm gonna go bird. I feel like dolphin. You're limited in dolphin.
I lost you. What'd you
I'm gonna
say?
go with bird.
Bird?
I'm gonna go
Why?
bird. I feel like because I feel like I can go anywhere. Dolphin, you're limited.
Okay. Wait, you
I can
can't go
fly
water.
everywhere. I can get into spaces. I can go everywhere. But I can just go water. Like I'm only see water, But as a bird, I can go to the water area. I can go to mainland. A bird. I'm up high. Get around.
You know the reason I was gonna say bird
Hmm.
is because when I wake up, my first thing is I'm gonna gas for air, right? Just think if you're in the water. That's what you're gonna be. You're so that's
That's
what
what
I
you think the first instinct.
yeah. When I looked at that, I was like, nah, I don't want that to be the first thing. And then I got to fight with sharks and stuff. Nah, but I don't know what kind of bird I'm gonna be. Like if I'm a like if
I'm
I'm
gonna
a
say you still got everyone has their person's constant, right?
yeah. But I'm trying to see
So if
like I'm a raven.
you look like a pigeon.
At least y'all know what my babies look like. No, but I just see dolphin. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, you got a lot of water. A lot of water to swim
You got a
in.
lot of water. I feel like you got a lot of danger. I feel like they are smart. The dolphins
Yeah.
are smart. They're actually dangerous too at the same time. But yeah, I think I'm going bird. I can move
They
and
can actually
groove.
fuck. They can
I
actually
can
fuck
stick
a
and
shark
move.
up. Bam.
Hmm.
That'd be interesting. What about?
Yeah.
What about? Let me see here. I'm trying to think of one off the top.
Those sticks, bro. Slow processing.
No, man. I'm shut up. I'm trying to think of one of those off the top like that. What about a
I know that's
What about like a horse? Dang. Or a giraffe?
horse.
Why a horse?
Moving, grooving. I can
Yeah,
just
but you
go
don't even
around.
you don't
I
even
got some
know if
speed.
you're a rodeo horse or if you one of them horses they gotta use for that. What's that called?
Oh,
Esquarian?
I'm a black stallion. Black stallion.
You're a race horse?
I'm a black stallion. I am. Do you know a fun fact? Do you know the Kentucky Derby? All 13 race horses were all from the same horse. Like they were driven in from the same horse.
Horse line? Bloodline?
Yeah. So the one winner from way back in the day, I forget the name of the horse. Basically,
Black
pumped
Beauty?
out a whole bunch of semen.
Black
What?
Beauty?
I don't know. I don't know my horses, but they all driven from the same horse. The
Okay.
same guy, the same horse that won the race. They were all driven from that horse. So they were like cousins and whatever they
Dang.
are. Whatever they are. Yeah.
How much do those horses cost? Like
A
multi-millions of
lot.
dollars?
A lot. Yeah. There's a lot of money. That's only why rich people can have those horses.
Do only rich people eat
Or
horse?
even keep them.
I just
Only people eat horse?
I was just wondering. Like, what do you do after a horse is done? You just bury it like other animals?
I was gonna make a joke, but no, I guess so, yeah. Like
Or do
you go
people
to a
actually
Chinese restaurant.
do people actually eat horse? That's like a
People do. People do.
okay. I just didn't know people actually did that because
People-
I ain't never went to a restaurant like here's this horse. This was the black stallion.
Yeah. You
Or
don't
do you
know
want it
that.
well
You went to a
done?
Chinese restaurant. Nah. Well done, horse. That's crazy.
Like what?
No, I got a feeling the horse. I feel like the horse would be very like tender. Isn't that it? No, tender is soft, right? What's the opposite? What's like
Yeah.
hard, like very hard, like paws, very hard meat. Paws.
I assume that would be it.
It'd be so it'd be hard. Like
I just
like,
didn't know
don't
if people
lean,
did that.
I guess.
And I didn't know
Yeah,
if there was a
people
place
do
where where horses were done or retired if they
Camel.
sold them
You can
off.
eat. People eat camel. People eat camel.
They do. I realize
Yeah,
that
people eat camel.
people eat anything nowadays.
Yeah, but the camel's part of their thing. Like you can go to the Middle East and eat camel.
That's your mode of transportation.
Well, yeah. I mean, not in the Middle East. That's pretty.
I'm just-
They got cars over there, bro. What do you mean?
Are they all the another thing? How are all their cars drive on sand?
Not all of them do. What do
You
mean?
know they be shooting.
There's
They
hard
be
roads
shooting.
over there.
They be shooting the commercials and stuff, and everybody got Land Rovers and fucking
Yeah, because of SUVs, bro. SUVs.
just be rolling. So I took my Silverado over there. I just kick it on the sand. I can't even do this at Oregon Beach.
Yeah, I know, but they do it over there. It's a fun thing to do. I've done it. It's cool.
Interesting.
Hit
Are
the
there
sand
like
dunes and
is there like
whatever.
empty spots in the sand? Like
Yeah, it's way. I mean, you think about it's a big. Yeah, there is. There's a lot more sand than the city. I'll tell you that.
interesting. I don't think I'll ever
Yeah.
make it.
So we do. The
over
people do that for fun. They'll get like
You-
cheap cars,
You ever
or
been to
cheap
Dubai?
trucks, and then they'll do. Yeah, a couple times.
Dang,
Mhm.
that place is
It's cool.
insane.
Dubai's cool.
No,
Makes you
those
feel
people
poor,
are smart.
but
They
it's
did it
cool.
right. Everybody in the city's rich and smart. I don't know why the wor-
I want to say
don't know.
everyone. They got the image. They got the image. Everyone's rich. Only like
Okay.
the people who are from UAE are rich. Like the family. It's kind of like racist at the same time. So if you're UAE, yeah, you're probably from a family, and it'll just keep you the royal family and keep you money flowing. But if you're like outside of it, then you're not as rich, depending on how connected you are to
Huh.
the
So
government or whatever.
Got you. So everybody doesn't get the free education and everybody don't have a certain like, I don't know where I read it
Nope.
at. I saw it a few years back there.
If you're from there itself, yes. So if
Okay.
you're from UAE, yeah, you get those free education and stuff like that. Same with in Qatar and all those Gulf region. They all get the free education. But if you're outsider, you need to get sponsored by a company. Company technically pays for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that part of
So
it.
if you work there, it's crazy. If you work there, these companies will pay for your education, give you a stipend for your housing, give you a stipend for your car, and then on top of it, they'll give you stipends for how many kids you have.
Huh.
So like my buddy works over there and he gets paid more because he just had another kid. So his salary just went up. And so they keep up with whatever your domestic thing. Yeah, it's
That
crazy.
that makes sense. Like obviously if you have more kids, you're gonna need more money to take care of those kids. Huh.
Yeah, and they pay you
Funny
more.
how that
And
works
they pay you more for
over there.
yeah. Welcome to the US.
They pay more
Oh
for
yeah, I got a
less.
thing for you guys.
What
I
do
got
we
a thing
What
for
we
you
got?
guys for your last podcast when you guys were talking about the photographers in the war scene.
What you got for me?
You know what I'm talking? So you guys didn't put it. So people who are media, aka photographers, journalists, people who work in humanitarian, like AIDS and stuff like that, or who people work in the medical stuff, are all protected under the UN. So it's a war crime if you go after those people.
But that's my thing. But how are you? You're in the middle of a war. You're just shooting. Like, okay, hold on.
But
Stop.
you're supposed to be wearing totally different color than everyone else.
Oh,
And you're
well,
supposed to be widely labeled that you said you're media
media and
or
stuff.
you're medical or whatever. But there's people who've broken those laws. It's a law, but people who've broken those war laws.
So what if you just went undercover as a media?
People have expressed that before. Other people.
We're gonna get
saying
more
that
into it. We're gonna get more into it this next Sunday. We're gonna have a guest on actually.
Oh, was that a drop surprise?
Well, no, we talked about it. We'll have him on here this next week, next Sunday. We'll be talking about. So, he was actually in
Is
a
that a
couple.
live?
Actually, had to go out in the war and do some photography and different things. So, he'll
Is that
be
a
on
live
here.
show?
Yeah, he'll be on live with us
No,
next.
are you live next Sunday?
Yeah.
Because you're somewhere's next Sunday that I can remember.
Oh shoot, no, next Monday. Next Monday, not next Sunday. Next Monday. I forgot. I'm gonna be traveling.
Okay. Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
we may go Sunday. We may just do it earlier. We may just do it earlier. It was discussed, so we'll see.
Okay.
So it'll either be early Sunday or Monday, but we'll be back and we will have a guest on to discuss the photography, in the war zones and different things like that. Like I said, because I brought that up because I was watching that, I couldn't believe that nobody was shooting. And I'm like, you're sitting here
Well,
you're asking me a question in the middle of a war as this dude shoot at me. Like if you actually look at the dude, he's like, what? So I'm just curious about it. Like it's a real curious thing for me. And
yeah, I
plus,
mean
like,
they have their own security too.
oh man, I don't know. You're still you still got to sit there and get shot at. There's still bullets.
Oh, I'm not saying, yeah.
Bullets ain't got no name on them.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that you're not safe. I'm not saying you're safe at all. I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
yeah. So
Okay.
I was just like, wow, okay. But so that's what we got. This next Sunday or Monday. Please tune in. I will let you guys know for sure. I'll send it out, and so everybody can know what we got going on. But I want to thank you again, HD, for filling in for Big Mo or helping out. As he just jumped in for a little surprise visit over there at 5:30 in the morning. I don't know if he had been to sleep or not, or what's going on over there. Before I head out, though, I totally forgot. I had my own Your Ass is Cut award, and mine goes out to drivers, like literally drivers that hog the wrong lane up and don't know how to get over when you need to get over. So this goes out to you. So you guys are all cut, know when to move, and I don't even honk. I try to be nice about it
Forget that. I honk.
as I'm on your bumper.
I honk.
You be
I
honking?
let them know. That's why is the horn for? You just got to let them know it's own language.
You know what? The horn is still to me to honk to tell people to come outside sometimes.
Yeah, but let me ask you this: is a honk a negative thing?
It's not supposed to, because that's supposed to just let you know, hey, either you're too close or you need to go, you need to move. That's a lot better than yelling at people and flipping them off, I guess.
But don't usually honk and then you go by someone and then people flip you off for honking at them or doing
Yeah,
something?
yeah.
So it's
You see
negative, right?
you see what happened? We talked about it that last time when that dude got in an accident up here, where the guy swerved to hit the motorcycle guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was just out here.
Other countries,
rage.
like in Egypt, like if you go to Egypt, the honking is a language. It's like a driving language. They're letting you know if they're left of you or right of you, or they're
Really?
like trying to pass
So
you,
you got
or
to,
whatever.
is it
Yeah,
like two honks, three honks?
yeah, it's its own language.
No way.
Yeah,
No
it's a
way.
driving language. Yeah, you got to go
Like
over there,
Morse
bro.
code?
It's just, yep, it is 100%. It's not a negative thing. It's nothing about negative.
That's
It's
new.
just
I
it's a
didn't
way
hear,
to talk and
never heard
drive.
that either.
Yeah. Mhm.
Wow.
So I always think it's funny here when people take the honking as negative. I'm just letting you know
Learn
I'm trying to
something every
pass
day.
you, or you're going too slow.
That's because they don't know Morse code. That's not what it was taught. Like here's the thing. There's nowhere where you go and you're sitting in, you learn how to drive. They're like, here's what you're gonna do with your horn. This is what you need to do. Blah 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 blah. Right? They don't do none of that. They just tell you this stuff. You learn to drive, you just go. They don't even have you. They don't. Here's another thing. They don't even make you drive at night. They don't even know if you can drive at night. They don't even know if you can drive in the rain. They don't even know if you can drive when it's too sunny and you're coming over the hill and the fucking sun hits you in the eye. Like they don't know none of this.
Maybe you need to create an environment. Maybe that's the idea.
It's like a skills,
environment.
Skills, like track or whatever. They got
Yeah,
you get all the inclement weather and stuff at all different times. See if you can pass obstacle course.
I hear driver's ed is a big booming business right now. Like there's more drivers out there, like kids trying to get their license or people getting their license, than there is driver ed courses.
Wow. Well, no. I'll start it. I ain't trying to drive the kids. I ain't trying to be no kids when I'm trying to drive. I ain't even. Here's the crazy part. I ain't even ridden my car in the car with my girls driving me, and they both got their license. And I'm like, I was like, how y'all gonna drive me? Y'all got to get a car because you can't drive my truck. No way.
Yeah, you don't trust him. You don't trust him with the big boy, huh?
No.
Gotcha.
That's too much of my investment right there. But shoot, here we is. We done. Like I said, I'll hit y'all back. I do appreciate y'all tuning in with us tonight on the Guy Lingo podcast. Another night, another dollar. I ain't making no money off of this. But anyway, I appreciate you, HD. See you tomorrow. Appreciate everybody for tuning in with y'all. Hopefully, you tune in back with us next week. Like I said, we'll have us up either Sunday or Monday. We out.
Peace.